So, today we will start this total differential, explicit function, definition of implicit function and total differential coefficient. So, last lecture we have discussed partial differentiation, partial differential coefficient, then we define homogeneous expression. After that, we have discussed homogeneous function, then derive an important theorem, Euler's theorem, which states that if u is a function of x and y of degree n, then x curly u over curly x plus y curly u over curly y is equal to n u. Then we derive the extension of this Euler's formula. So, today we will define this, what is total differential, explicit function, implicit function and total differential coefficient. So, a function where the dependent variable means y, dependent variable. A function where the dependent variable say y is expressed in terms of independent variable say x, then that function is called explicit function. So, in this case we can represent y in terms of x. For example, y is equal to 4x cube plus 3x square plus 5x plus 9. So, in this explicit function we can represent dependent variable in terms of independent variables x. And implicit function, a function where one of the various variables, like here x and y are two variables. In this case y is dependent variable and x is independent variable. So, a function where one of the various variables cannot be expressed explicitly in terms of other variables, then that function is called implicit function. So, a function where one of the various variables cannot be expressed explicitly in terms of the other variables, then that function is called implicit function. So, in this case, in this definition we cannot represent y in terms of x or x in terms of y. Okay. For example, consider this relation x cube plus y cube plus 3axy is equal to 0. We cannot represent y in terms of x, we cannot represent x in terms of y. So, this one is the example of implicit function. This means this result imply this function of xy is equal to 0. So, for implicit function we can represent function of xy is equal to 0, where we cannot represent y in terms of x or x in terms of y. But here we can represent y is a function of x, but in this case we cannot represent. So, in this case we obtain dy over dx by differentiating throughout with respect to x. So, if you calculate this differential coefficient dy over dx, okay, then we differentiate throughout with respect to x, then we can obtain the value of dy over dx. Then what is total differential? Let us suppose u is a function of x and y, that is u is equal to fxy. U is dependent variable and x and y are independent variables. So, when u is a function of x and y, then total differential of u is defined and written as, then the total differential of u is defined and written as du is equal to curly u over curly x dx plus curly u over curly y dy. This one is the total differential. So, du is total differential. If suppose x and y are again function of t, then u is ultimately a function of t. When u is ultimately a function of t, then we can also define total differential coefficient. But this one is total differential, and total differential coefficient can be evaluated by du divided by dt. That one is total differential coefficient, but du is total differential. Similarly, if u is a function of x and y and z, that is u is equal to f x y z, then the total differential of u is defined and written as du is equal to curly u over curly x dx plus curly u over curly y dy plus curly u over curly z dz. So, in this way we can define this total differential. So, when we calculate total differential, you just evaluate curly u over curly x and curly u over curly y and substitute here, you will get the total differential. Now, evaluation of dy over dx for an implicit function, So, in this case, how can we evaluate dy over dx? Let u is equal to fxy be an implicit function. So, when we write u is equal to fxy be an implicit function, this means fxy is equal to 0. Okay? Fxy is equal to 0 means fxy is u is equal to fxy is equal to 0 or constant. So, when we write u is equal to 0, this means du is equal to 0. Write on this expression number 1, du is equal to 0. But you know u is a function of x and y. So, when u is a function of x and y, then write total differential. Okay? So, also u is a function of x and y, this means u is equal to fxy, this term. Okay? Then total differential of u is defined and written as du is equal to curly u over curly x dx plus curly u over curly y dy. Write on this expression number 2. So, we have these two expressions, du is equal to 0 and du is equal to this. This means this result is equal to 0. Okay? So, from 1 and 2 we obtain curly u over curly x dx plus curly u over curly y dy is equal to 0, and from this relation calculate dy over dx. Okay? Calculate dy over dx, which is equal to minus curly u over curly x divided by curly u over curly y, and this can be written as minus u x x at suffix, okay, minus u x divided by u y. So, in this way you can evaluate this dy over dx. Then one more definition, total differential coefficient. Total differential coefficient. Suppose you use a function of x and y, and again x and y are function of t, then how can we define and write total differential coefficient? So, let u is equal to fxy, where x is a function of t, y is a function of t. X is phi t and y is psi t. This means u is ultimately a function of t. U is ultimately a function of t. So, when u is an ultimate function of t, this means you can define total differential coefficient. Okay? So, the total differential coefficient, this total differential coefficient of u with respect to t is defined and written as du over dt is equal to curly u over curly x dx now over dt plus curly u over curly y dy over dt. Okay. So, in this way you can define total differential coefficient. Similarly, if u is a function of x, y, z and x is a function of t, y is a function of t and z is function of t, x is phi t, y is psi t and z is zeta t, then total differential coefficient, then this total differential coefficient of u with respect to t is defined and written as, just you expand this expression. Okay. So, du over dt is equal to curly u over curly x dx over dt, curly u over curly y dy over dt, curly u over curly z dz over dt. Now, this term is dx over dt because x is depend upon only t, only one independent variable, right. So, dx over dt, but here curly u over curly x because u is a function of more than one independent variable. So, we use here curly u over curly x, curly means partially, okay, partially differential u with respect to t, plus curly u over curly y dy over dt plus curly u over curly z dz over dt. So, using all these definitions, calculate total differential of u, total differential, not total differential coefficient, total differential of u means du, clear. So, total differential of u in the following cases. First one is u is equal to x plus y under root, and second one is u is equal to log x square plus y square. So, in first case u is equal to x plus y under root, then calculate curly u over curly x and curly u over curly y. This one is curly u over curly x 1 over 2 under root x plus y, and curly u over curly y 1 over 2 under root x plus y. Now, calculate total differential. Total differential means du. So, du is equal to, by definition, curly u over curly x dx plus curly u over curly y dy. Substitute the values of this and this, curly u over curly x and curly u over curly y. When you substitute, we obtain this result. So, this one is the total differential, right. This one is the total differential. Now, in second case, u is equal to log x square plus y square. Calculate curly u over curly x and curly u over curly y. Curly u over curly x is 2x divided by x square plus y square. You differentiate u with respect to x partially. So, when you differentiate u with respect to x partially, treated y as constant, clear. Similarly, calculate curly u over curly y means differentiate u partially with respect to y, but keeping x as constant. So, we obtain 2y over x square plus y square. Then calculate du. Du is, by definition, curly u over curly x dx plus curly u over curly y dy. Substitute the values of curly u over curly x and curly u over curly y. So, when you substitute these values, we obtain 2x dx plus 2y dy divided by x square plus y square. So, this one is the answer of this problem, total differential. Now, one more question, very simple question. If x cube plus y cube is equal to 3axy, if x cube plus y cube is equal to 3axy, find dy over dx, find dy over dx. Now, what is given? X square x cube plus y cube minus 3axy is equal to 0, this statement is given. Now, we cannot represent y in terms of x, we cannot represent x in terms of y, right. So, write u is equal to x cube plus y cube minus 3axy is equal to 0. Calculate curly u over curly x, 3x square minus 3ay, curly u over curly y, 3y square minus 3ax, and substitute in the relation. Dy over dx is equal to minus curly u over curly x divided by curly u over curly y. Substitute both these values, this and this here, and simplify, 3 throughout common, okay, and cancel. Ax minus x square, ay minus x square divided by y square minus ax. So, this one is the value of dy over dx. Okay. So, all these problems are very simple. You just evaluate curly u over curly x, curly u over curly y, and substitute, you will get total differential as well as dy over dx. So, this question is very important. If x square plus y square plus z square is minus 2xyz is equal to 1, if x square plus y square plus z square minus 2xyz is equal to 1, then show that dx over 1 minus x square under root plus dy over 1 minus y square under root plus dz over 1 minus z square under root is equal to 0. This question is very, very important. Okay. So, what is given? Given is x square plus y square plus z square minus 2xyz is equal to 1. In this problem, again, we cannot represent x in terms of yz, we cannot represent y in terms of xz, or even we cannot represent z in terms of xy. This means, let us suppose u is equal to x square plus y square plus z square minus 2xyz minus 1 is equal to 0. U is equal to 0. U is equal to 0 means du is equal to 0. Okay. So, this one is an implicit function. because we cannot represent any of the variables in terms of the other variables. Okay? So, that one is implicit function, and in case of implicit function du is equal to 0. And we also know that if u is a function of x and y and z, that is u is equal to f x y z, then by definition of total differential of u is du is equal to curly u over curly x dx plus curly u over curly y dy plus curly u over curly z dz. Okay. Now, we have this result. So, if you compare this and this means curly u over curly x dx plus curly u over curly y dy plus curly u over curly z dz is equal to 0. Okay. So, this result imply this result is equal to 0 by virtue of 1, because du is equal to 0. Now, we have to show that dx over this plus dy over this plus dz over this. If you compare this one, this dx is this dx, this dy is this dy, this dz is this dz. This means you have to evaluate curly u over curly x 1 over 1 minus x square under root, curly u over curly y 1 minus y square under root, curly u over curly z 1 over 1 minus z square under root. This we have to evaluate. So, calculate curly u over curly x, curly u over curly y, curly u over curly z. We have given u is this. Okay. So, evaluate curly u over curly x, curly u over curly y and curly u over curly z. So, when you calculate, since u is equal to x square plus y square plus z square minus 2xyz is equal to 1, then curly u over curly x is equal to 2 times x minus yz, and curly u over curly y is 2 times y minus xz, and curly u over curly z is 2 times z minus xy. So, substitute all these three values here, So, when you substitute all these three values here, we obtain x minus yz dx plus y minus xz dy plus z minus xy dz is equal to 0. Clear? Or 2 throughout cancel. Okay. Now, compare this dx is here dx, dy here dy, dz here dz. This means you have to show that curly u over curly x is x minus yz, curly u over curly y is y minus xz, curly u over curly z z minus xy. Okay. We have to show this type of result. So, when you substitute these values, we obtain this, and we have to show this type of result. So, this means x minus yz is 1 minus x square under root, y minus xz is 1 over 1 minus y square under root, z minus xy is 1 over under root 1 minus z square. How can we evaluate this result? First, you have evaluate curly u over curly x, curly u over curly y, curly u over curly z, and substitute, you will get this result. Okay? And then how can we evaluate this required formula? So, find these three results: x minus yz, y minus xz and z minus xy. We know that x square plus y square plus z square minus 2xyz is equal to 1, and this expression can be written as x square minus 2xyz is equal to 1 minus y square minus z square, adding both sides this term, Now, this left side is x minus yz square is equal to 1 minus y square 1 minus z square. This means x minus yz is equal to 1 minus y square 1 minus z square under root. So, x minus yz, this x minus yz is equal to 1 minus y square z square. So, here yz, here yz, here yz. Similarly, y minus xz, no xz, 1 minus x square 1 minus z square under root. Similarly, z minus xy, 1 minus x square 1 minus y square under root. Now, substitute these three values here. So, when you substitute these values, we obtain this expression. We obtain this expression 1 minus y square 1 minus z square under root dx plus 1 minus x square 1 minus z square under root dy plus 1 minus x square 1 minus y square under root dz is equal to 0. But we need this result. We need this result. So, last step is dividing by 1 minus x square 1 minus y square 1 minus z square under root. So, when you divide this whole result by this 1 minus x square 1 minus y square 1 minus z square, we obtain the required expression. Okay. So, this question is very very important. तो आप ये देखिए करो कि निकालना क्या है और उस स्टेप तक पहुंचना कैसे है, ठीक है. सो इन दिस प्रॉब्लम वी हैव 3-4 इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप्स. ओके. सो कैसे उस रिजल्ट तक पहुंचना है, यू हैव टू प्रूव दिस. ओके. नाउ वन मोर टॉपिक, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स. What is composite functions, what is Jacobian and properties of Jacobian. So, what is composite function? If u is a function of x1, x2, x3 and so on, if u is a function of x1, x2, x3 and so on, and the independent variables x1, x2, x3 are further functions of other variables t1, t2, t3 and so on. Okay. By the relations, x1 is a function of t1, t2, t3 and so on, x2 is a function of t1, t2, t3 and so on and etc. So, this means that u is said to be a composite function of the variables t1, t2, t3 and so on. U is said to be a composite function of the variables t1, t2, t3 and so on. So, if u is a function of x1, x2, x3 and so on, and x1, x2, x3 are further functions of t1, t2, t3 and so on, by these relations, then u is said to be a composite function of t1, t2, t3. For example, if u is a function of x and y, and this means u is a function of x, y, and further if x and y are functions of t1, t2, that is x is function of t1, t2 and y is a function of t1, t2, then u is a composite function of these two variables. So, u is a composite function of variables t1 and t2. So, that one is the definition of composite function. Now, one more important results, transformation of independent variables. Transformations of independent variables. We have seen this example. Okay. In the previous slide, if u is a function of x and y, and further x and y are functions of t1 and t2, then u is a composite function of the variables t1 and t2. Now, the necessary formula for changing of independent variables are obtained. Then how can we evaluate curly u over curly t1? So, in this case curly u over curly t1 is equal to curly u over curly x over curly t1, not dx over dt1. Okay. X is a function of more than one independent variables. Here we have t1, t2, t3. So, use in place of dx over dt1, use curly x over curly t1 plus curly u over curly y over curly t1. Similarly, curly u over curly t2 is equal to curly u over curly x over curly t2 plus curly u over curly y over curly t2. Further, if u is a function of xy and if t1 is equal to function of xy and t2 is a function of xy, then transformation equations in reverse order. If u is a function of xy, okay, x and y are functions of t1, t2. In place of this, t1 is a function of xy, t2 is a function of xy. Then these formulas converted into this, curly u over curly x is equal to curly u over curly t1 over curly x plus curly u over curly t2 over curly x. Similarly, curly u over curly y is equal to curly u over curly t1 over curly y plus curly u over curly t2 over curly y, because t2 is a function of x and y. So, t2 is a function of x and y. Okay. and T1 is a function of x and y. So, T1 is a function of x and y. So, use curly T1 over curly x, curly T1 over curly y, curly T2 over curly x, curly T2 over curly y. Now, we can extend this result. So, extending the results we may obtain in case u is a function of x, y, z and x, y, z are again function of T1, T2, T3, then the transformation equations become this one and this one. Means curly u over curly T1 is curly u over curly x over curly T1, curly u over curly y over curly T1, curly u over curly z over curly T1. Similarly, you can define curly u over curly T2 and curly u over curly T3. And in reverse order, if u is a function of x, y, z and in place of this y and z, in place of this T1 is a function of x, y, z, T2 is a function of x, y, z, T3 is a function of x, y, z, then curly u over curly x is curly u over curly T1, curly T1 over curly x1, curly u over curly T2, curly T2 over curly x, curly u over curly T3, curly T3 over curly x. Similarly, you can define curly u over curly y and curly u over curly z. Okay. So, in this way we can extend the previous expressions. Now, one last definition, what is Jacobian? This term is very, very important, this definition is very, very important, and this term Jacobian frequently used during the evaluation of double integral as well as triple integral problems. So, what is Jacobian? If u and v are functions of two independent variables, if u and v are functions of two independent variables x and y, then the determinant curly u over curly x, curly u over curly y, curly v over curly x, curly v over curly y. This determinant, when you solve, we get curly u over curly x, curly v over curly y minus curly u over curly y, curly v over curly x, is called the functional determinant or Jacobian, is called the functional determinant or Jacobian of u and v with respect to x, y, and is denoted by the symbol j u comma v divided by x comma y within this bracket. So, use this symbol like this, j is equal to u v divided by x y, or curly u v curly x y like this or this, or simply Jacobian. Similarly, if u v w are functions of three independent variables x, y, z, then the Jacobian is Jacobian of u v w with respect to x, y, z is j u v w x, y, z, means curly u v w divided by curly x, y, z. This means curly u over curly x, curly u over curly y, curly u over curly z, this. Then curly v over curly x, curly v over curly y, curly v over curly z, and curly w over curly x, curly w over curly y, curly w over curly z. So, in this way you have to evaluate this determinant of order 3 by 3. Then we have two properties of this term Jacobian. So, what are those properties? If u v are functions of R s and R s are further functions of x and y, u v are functions of R s and R s are functions of x y, then curly u v over curly x y is equal to curly u v over curly R s and curly R s divided by curly x y. And we can prove this important property with the help of definition, which we have defined in the previous slide. Similarly, second property is if Z1 is the Jacobian of u v with respect to x y and Z2 is the Jacobian of x y with respect to u v, then J1 J2 is equal to 1. J1 J2 is equal to 1. This means curly u v over curly x y into curly x y over curly u v. This result is equal to 1. So, remember these two properties of Jacobian. So you can evaluate this simple problem if r is equal to x square plus y square under root, theta is equal to tan inverse y over x, then evaluate curly r theta over curly xy. So what is r? R is x square plus y square under root. What is theta? Theta is tan square y over x. Calculate this curly r theta over curly xy. So for evaluating curly r theta over curly xy means you have to evaluate curly r over curly x, curly r over curly y, curly theta over curly x, curly theta over curly y. So curly r over curly x is x divided by x square plus y square under root, and curly r over curly y is y over x square plus y square. Curly theta over curly x is equal to 1 over 1 plus y square over x square within the bracket minus y over x square, which is equal to minus y over x square plus y square after simplification, and curly theta over curly y is equal to 1 over 1 plus y square x square into 1 over x, and after simplification you will get these two results. Now substitute here curly r theta over curly xy, substitute these values here. So when you substitute these values, we obtain this determinant and simplify this determinant. You will get 1 over x square plus y square under root. 1 over x square plus y square under root. Similarly, one more question. If x is equal to r sin theta cos phi, y is equal to r sin theta sin phi, z is equal to r cos theta, then show that curly xyz over curly r theta phi is equal to r square sin theta. So in triple integral problem, when we convert rectangular coordinate system to spherical polar coordinate system, we need this type of transformation. Okay? In that case, we have substitute x is equal to r sin theta cos phi, y is equal to r sin theta sin phi, and z is equal to r cos theta. Then this one is the Jacobian, and the value of the Jacobian in that case is r square sin theta. Now see how can we evaluate. Curly xyz over curly r theta phi is equal to this determinant of order 3 by 3. Substitute all these values of curly x over curly r, curly x over curly theta, curly x over curly phi, this, curly z over curly r, curly z over curly theta, curly z over curly phi. So when you substitute all these values, we get this determinant of order 3 by 3. Simplify using the simple rules of matrices, determinants, okay, and finally you will get r square sin theta. So try to solve this type of problem, okay, and finally you will get the value of this determinant is r square sin theta. So this all about Jacobian. So in last we have two problems, okay, and these two problems are very, very important due to some reasons. Okay. In this statement, if u and v are functions of x and y, very important this, u and v are functions of x and y. This means that u is a function of xy, v is a function of xy. This means that u, v are dependent variable and xy are independent variable. This means we can differentiate u with respect to x, we can differentiate u with respect to y, we can differentiate v with respect to x, we can differentiate v with respect to y. Okay? This is not given x and y are function of u and v, but given statement is u and v are functions of x and y. Defined by the relation x is equal to u plus e raised to power minus v sin u, y is equal to v plus e raised to power minus v cos u, then you have to show this result. Curly u over curly y is equal to curly v over curly x. So what is given? We have given two relations. First one is x is equal to u plus e raised to power minus v sin u, and y is equal to v plus e raised to power minus v cos u. So we have given these two relations. Differentiating both the equations partially with respect to x and y separately, because we can differentiate the given relation with respect to x only, with respect to y only, we cannot differentiate these two relations with respect to u and v, because u and v are dependent variables and x and y are independent variables. So, we can differentiate only with respect to x and y. Okay. So, when you differentiate this first equation with respect to x, we obtain 1 curly u over curly x plus e raised to power minus v cos u curly u over curly x plus e raised to power minus v within the bracket minus curly v over curly x sin u, and simplify this one, we obtain this equation. Now, differentiate this equation with respect to this first equation with respect to y. So, y means 0, here we have x. Okay. So, this we have 0 is equal to curly u over curly y plus e raised to power minus v cos u curly u over curly y plus e raised to power minus v minus curly v over curly y sin u, and after simplification we obtain this value. So, collect the coefficient of curly u over curly x, here curly u over curly y. Okay. Now, differentiate this second equation with respect to x. So, with respect to x, so 0 is equal to curly v over curly x plus e raised to power minus v within the bracket minus sin u curly u over curly x plus e raised to power minus v within the bracket minus curly v over curly x cos u, and after simplification we obtain this equation number 3. And last one is equal to curly v over curly y plus e raised to power minus v minus sin u curly u over curly y plus e raised to power minus v within the bracket minus curly v over curly y cos u, and after simplification we obtain this value. Now, in this problem we required curly u over curly y and curly v over curly x, curly u over curly y and curly u over curly x. Now, see this equation, equation number 1 and equation number 3, curly u over curly y, हमें चाहिए curly v over curly x, curly v over curly x एक तो ये चाहिए और एक ये चाहिए, हमें इन दोनों इक्वेशन से इसको डिलीट करना है और इस पार्ट को डिलीट करना है, राइट. सो मल्टीप्लाई दिस इक्वेशन बाई e raised to power minus v sin u and this third equation by 1 plus e raised to power minus v cos u. Okay. So, multiply 1 by this and third by this and add. So, when you multiply these two expressions and then adding, we obtain curly v over curly x, we obtain curly v over curly x is equal to e raised to power minus v sin u over 1 minus e raised to power minus v. Similarly, multiplying second by 1 minus e raised to power minus v cos u and fourth by e raised to power minus v sin u, and then adding, and after adding we obtain this second result. Compare these two results, right side is same, right side is same. This means curly u over curly y is equal to curly v over curly x. This completes the proof. तो बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स क्या करते हैं इस प्रॉब्लम में, ठीक है, वो इस इक्वेशन को डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे विद रिस्पेक्ट टू u एंड v. ओके, यहाँ से भी इसको कैलकुलेट करेंगे. दे कैलकुलेट करली y ओवर करली u एंड करली x ओवर करली v और बाद में इसको रिवर्स कर देंगे, उल्टा कर देंगे. तो वो मेथड टोटली गलत होता है, ठीक है. So, here important point is u and v are functions of x and y. This statement is given, okay, and all these variables are related with these two expressions. Clear? One more question, last question. Show that at the point for surface x raised to power x, y raised to power y, z raised to power z is equal to constant, where x is equal to y is equal to z, then show that curly square z over curly xy is equal to minus 1 over x log ex. So, what is given? The given statement is this equation of the surface. Okay. So, given x power x, y power y, z power z is equal to constant, and in this surface we have given this x is equal to y is equal to z. Okay. We can apply this results in the last. Okay. So, taking log both sides, we obtain x log x plus y log y plus z log z is equal to log c. So, taking log on both sides. Now, differentiating z partially with respect to x, we need curly square z over curly x curly y. So, differentiate z partially with respect to x. Okay. So, when you differentiate z partially with respect to x, keeping y as constant, and we obtain 1 plus log x plus 1 plus log z curly z over curly x is equal to 0, and from this curly z over curly x is equal to minus 1 plus log x over 1 plus log z. So, after differentiating z with respect to x, we obtain this value. We obtain this value. Similarly, now here curly z over curly x here, z here, z here. Curly z over curly y is minus 1 plus log y over 1 plus log z. So, similarly, you can evaluate curly z over curly y. Now, curly square z over curly x curly y, we have to evaluate this one. Now, this expression can be written as curly over curly y, curly z over curly x. Okay. We can represent this partial differential coefficients, curly over curly y over into curly z over curly x. Now, this expression can be written as curly over curly z over curly x as it is, okay, and curly z over curly y. So, this expression into curly z over curly y, and curly z over curly x, substitute this value here, minus 1 plus log x over 1 plus log z, and curly z over curly y, this multiplication, okay, substitute here. Now, calculate curly z over curly x, this bracketed function. Okay. So, when you calculate 1 plus log z 0 minus 1 plus log x 1 over z divided by 1 plus log z square into this term as it is. Okay. Now, simplify 1 minus 1 over z 1 plus log x 1 plus log y divided by 1 plus log z cube. Now, we have given this statement x plus y plus z. Substitute the value of z x and y x. We obtain curly square z over curly x curly y is equal to minus 1 over x 1 plus x log x 1 plus log x 1 plus log x cube, means 1 plus log x square and 1 plus log x cube. This means minus 1 over x 1 plus log x, but 1 is log e, 1 is log e, and log e log x is log e x. So, minus 1 over x log e x. This completes the proof. So, try to solve each and every problem of various textbooks as well as reference books. Okay. So, this completes the proof. Thank you very much.